All right, we are live.
Hello.
Got a nice purple tunic on Dark Magician's side. Countess hasn't fired his up yet.
Plum Magician.
In the palace with the cross.
I got that. My new one is Link with the candlestick in New Kasudo when he picks up the flute, but I'm still workshopping it.
If anybody is out there in chat, let me know how the sound levels are doing between me and Larry. Let me know if I need to turn him up.
If anyone wants to fight, let me know.
We got some game audio too, so that's good. Yeah, let me know if the mix is good.
I actually don't see you online.
You don't see me online? I've got people waving at me in chat. Let me make sure I'm not in host mode or something like that.
Oh yeah, you're I got you now.
Okay, good. I guess it takes a minute for stream delay and all that stuff to catch up.
Yeah, because I got the friends list on the left too, and it was weird. You weren't anywhere, but here we go.
I'm quieter than Larry. Well, that doesn't happen too often.
He's not from New York, that's why. We're loud people, and I'm Italian. Pop out the chat. Here we go. There's the multi-twitch, and we're gonna do this.
We're both a little quiet. I can try and fix that. Larry is almost fine. Dig needs a little increase.
Depends on who you ask.
Bump it up a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to recrop Countess's stream here too.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I crop them perfectly, and then I set my windows up where I want them, and it shifts everything over. So, by the way, it's gonna be tremendously refreshing to have chat yelling at you for forgetting items instead of me this time.
Some people are real sticklers about that.
I think it became a game within a game. Who can notify Angry Larry first?
I'm used to people telling me that I forgot something or did something.
Oh, no, I totally understand. I asked them to help me out when I forget it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm watching two things. I'm writing notes. I'm, trying to hold a conversation with somebody I may not understand with an accent, but see, there we go. Countess has the magic key. Mark it. Wait, hold on. Is that a jab at my last race? No.
Yeah, that's sore subject.
I know, right? We don't mention magic keys in this. Well, in my chat, we don't.
I was really glad to find the magic key in my seed today because fairy was very expensive.
I looked up all the flavor text for Zelda. I found a text dump with all the things people say, and I saw like the magic key inscribed on the magic key. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me! All right, we got to use this one.
Yeah, that's a hint to tell you that you have to go to New Kasudo to find it. I think
inscribed on the magic key. Don't you wish you found me earlier?
I could put some fun text up there for this one.
It's amazing how much text there is in the game, and then you watch anybody play this game, randomizer, or obviously you don't need to talk to anybody, but you never see anything.
Right.
It's got some good stuff. That's why I'm looking forward to the time you put in a seed, put in flags where it forces you to talk to NPCs to find out information. Yeah,
that'll be coming up. That's probably one of the first things I'll do after this tournament's over.
Listen, I got my list ready. You just say the word, and you get the Google link, Google Docs link.
Well, if I get knocked out of the tournament, I'll probably start working on that sooner rather than later. That could be a nice little way to entice people to knock me out. Not that they need enticing necessarily.
All right, we got 3 remaining people left in the race to ready up.
Yeah, Countess's stream went down.
I have it up. Looks
It's not showing anything.
looks like he's
for
folding laundry.
me. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I can't see it. It's a little bit off camera, but he's facing a screen. He's got like shoulder cam going on right now.
Huh. It's saying offline for me. Maybe I need to refresh.
Oh yeah, I see that because I'm seeing inside of Dark Magician's screen right now. He's got it pulled up.
Oh, there he is. Okay, let me recrop now that he's actually doing stuff. Actually, it's not that bad. Got it pretty close the first time.
Cow misses his hair. Gotta agree there. Mine's coming out in clumps.
You know what? I think it's pretty good. I'm just gonna leave it. I think it looks all right. Yeah. Okay. I think we're about ready then.
Yeah, we gotta make the NPCs that turn into bats be the people you have to take the information from. All right, we're on the way. Well, soon.
Yep.
Countdown begins.
Yeah, we got the stream lag and such, but
I have long flowing locks. I'm not taking this easy. I'm not getting a bald spot, and I'm not getting a receding hairline. I just think it's too long and unhealthy right now.
bald spot is already in full effect over here. In fact, when I ran at GDQ over the summer, chat called me out on it big time.
Wow.
It's nice.
Oh, I guess it's
Real
better than wearing a
self-esteem booster.
Yeah, actually. We are on the way though. We got a town to the south and a cave to the west.
Yep, and my cropping is terrible, so I need to
It's the business end. I'm sorry, the party end of Saria and Trophy Cave. So two things right off the bat. We'll get a spell and we'll get an item. I'm actually going to look at what these things are though this time.
I'm glad you're looking because I'm busy messing around with this magic
container in Trophy Cave.
No action required on my part.
No, none at all. And we'll see what the TheCowness cashes in the mirror for in a second.
All right, Countess stream looks fantastic. How's DM's stream also looks fantastic. I think we're good.
It is the fairy spell.
Nice. That's a good spell to
yeah,
find.
he was pretty excited about it too. He pumped his hands in the air, and you can see that because a shoulder cam showed that exactly at the angle you needed to see it at.
He's having a good time.
He's going to grab a drink. I think that was cherry Coca-Cola. But now Dark Magician is grabbing the mirror while the Countess is now going into Trophy Cave. So both players are doing both. Actually, he misidentified that cave and then he went right back in. I see a few people doing that, misidentifying that maybe as Fairy Cave and then going back in. So both players have the magic container. Both players have Fairy.
Yep.
Nice even start. I don't think we should start speculating who's ahead and who's not ahead yet. But Dark Magician is definitely ahead. He's got 5 more XP.
Yeah. It's going to be all the difference in this race.
Yeah, absolutely.
This race is brought to you by Cherry Coke.
We've decided that if we start dropping product names within the race, maybe we'll wake up with free samples one day.
Looks like we've got a Palace 3 here on DM's side. A little too early to be doing that one.
A little bit. But we have Ruraru for the Countess. So we're going to get our second spell here.
Can't get much better than Fairy.
No. P-Bag Cave has been identified and the back end of Jump Cave. And both players are in Ruraru now. I'm resisting the urge, but it's going to happen.
It looks like we might have a virtual spoon situation.
Virtual spoon. I figured out the high five is when you're both together, and the virtual spoon is when one person's like one tile behind. So that's how we're going to identify it. And of course, I missed what it was, but I'll watch it again on the other side. It's the magic word. It's the spell.
Yep.
But both players have it.
Larry's only like a second ahead. That's actually a pretty normal.
320 on Dark Magician.
I'll refresh my streams just to get a fresh start here. Yeah, so 3:30 on Dark Magician.
I think both players are opting not to go through the P-bag cave. I'm not. It's not always the P-bag, so maybe it's a better play.
Yeah.
To not do it.
I mean,
but,
if you're gonna do it early.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm thinking, because it is it a 100-point bag?
There's a 50, 100, and a 200 point
Okay.
bag all out
Yeah,
there
it's
somewhere.
was it the forest spot, the swamp spot, and the well, I guess they can all shuffle now between the road encounter and everything.
Two forest spots, a couple road encounters, a swamp encounter, P-bag cave. I'm usually looking for that 200 bag. That's usually a pretty nice find, but I don't really. The 50 bag's kind of disappointing.
TheCowness is going to go through jump cave here.
I think it's a pretty good idea. It's looking like they're pretty restricted about what they can do.
Water all over the place. Looks like Dark Magician's gonna do the same thing. Did what I kind of do sometimes. You kind of miss the tile, so you walk into the side of the mountain and take an encounter accidentally. But we'll see what's on this other side here in a little bit.
You gotta hope there aren't any too nasty enemies in this jump cave with those short corridors. If you get like a red dire or something in there, it can be really tough to get past.
At 111 and you have nothing else to do but go through that corridor. Well, the one thing they could do, and they, I don't know if it was really bad here, is I would probably just go to Saria and ferry over.
That's true. You might have to grind. Can they cast fairy yet?
They have 5 magic containers, but I don't know what. That's 80 max.
Probably a pretty good chance that they can cast fairy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point.
We'll see. I'm waiting for either one of them to hit pause just so I can see. But all right, we are coming out in a new area here.
Yep.
There's at least one cave. We're gonna go away from there, and we're gonna go check the graveyard. Red jar.
I usually check these graveyards to try and find that P bag.
Yeah, I check them too, just in case I need to identify that I have seen the front end of Fairy Cave. There's a P bag right there, and it's the 50-point variety. We did see a P bag before as well. I just didn't identify it as I just didn't look to see how much it was. Or it actually could have came from a drop. My bad.
Actually, let me see if I can put. Okay, cool. I was gonna use Dark Magician's game audio. I forgot. 2 more towns.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be Rudo and Mito, but one of them could be the business end of Saria.
Yeah.
And speak of the devil.
There it is.
So we're still missing one town after this, and this is Mito. We're missing Rudo.
So if he could have cast fairy, we probably would have seen him get downstabbed. The fact that he left indicates that he probably can't.
Chantress is saying 88.
Yeah, I just saw that on DM's screen. Yeah. So
I said I was looking for it, then I gave up looking for it.
Here's Heart Container Cave, so snag an item.
Good stuff. So what are you hoping to get here?
I mean, always the glove, right? That's what you really want.
Yeah.
Although Magic Key wouldn't be a bad find this early in the game, or even the trophy or the medicine.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna find the raft eventually, but glove first, I guess, because then you know at least what a raft generally is.
It's the hammer.
No.
Glove first really changes the whole trajectory of the game, though. If you find early glove, that's, for me anyway, the difference between do I clear West Continent first or East Continent first?
Yeah.
In a lot of seeds. And we got Magic Container Cave over here on DM's side, so we'll see what this item is. Oh, and Countess finding it as well.
It's finding all the things over here. It's another 50 points.
The cross.
Less life, though.
So we got 3 of the 4 caves. We're missing the grass tile, and we're missing Medicine Cave.
Yes, absolutely.
But with the hammer accessible, they will be able to get to Medicine Cave wherever it is. I guess it could be boot blocked or something, but that's pretty rare.
And cross for both runners in the magic container cave.
Yep.
So fix my notes there. And really quick. Oh, here it is now. I was going to say really quick. Did I miss Dark Magician getting the hammer? But he's going to get it now.
Yep. Countess found the 100 bag, so not finding the 200 bag, but still getting some good EXP. Countess at 222 already. That's pretty good levels for early game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Dark Magician's making a save state there, just in case he has to go back. Know what that was? I think he misclicked his tracker, and it came up with the Windows menu.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he just paused. I was gonna see if they could cast Fairy at Magic 2, but it went so fast I couldn't see it.
Okay, it is Palace 2. Have we seen Palace 1 yet?
No, I don't think so. If I'm the Countess, though, on my last life, he does have a lot of experience. I was going to say, might consider up-Aing there.
Yeah, especially since you have to come all the way back here.
And Fairy is confirmed, so I think we're going to see some downstab over here.
Yep, there's first of our 2 runners going to get it. I think he is going back to up-A. He kind of just like halted and then moved back the other way. No, he's just going to dive into 2.
Well, he might be going in there to complete the rest of this level before he up-A's.
Get 1 nut knuckle and then you're set. No jump. There you go.
Whoops.
That's dangerous, and that's unfortunate right there. Not as unfortunate as having maybe 790 out of 820 XP.
Right.
But
and at least he was smart enough to go into Palace 2 before he gave up.
Oh yeah. But then now he's still going back into Palace 2, and all these doors to the left have well, there's all these ones have locked doors to the left, I believe, right?
No, actually, I think it's just one of them.
Oh, is it? Okay. I thought it was like all but one, maybe. But that might be just my bad luck. Look at this. I love when these guys sync up. So you're getting like a 2-for-1 special. But then,
yeah, we got the rainbow.
Yeah,
actually.
But then Daddy Nut Knuckle is back there waiting to do some damage. He's just going to...
I just Fairy right. Yeah, that's the right move.
Yeah, good call.
Especially without downstab.
Well, you have to, you're going to need to cast Fairy there to proceed anyway. There's no way to jump over that naturally, right?
Theoretically possible, but man, you'd have to have like 2 frame perfect jumps.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about the developers of this game when they tested it. That whole 2-tile or 3-tile jump. They did it once, it worked, and they were like, okay.
Yep.
Okay, it works, obviously. We don't need to tweak that. Let's move on.
And here's Medicine Cave, so
this is everything. Hammer really not required for the overworld.
Grass tile. Gotta find that grass tile still, but yeah. We found Helmet Head. I'd be a little nervous about fighting Helmet Head this early. He's not the hardest boss, but those beams do a fair amount of damage, actually.
Yeah. He's gonna up-A. He's gonna go back in and look for the item. This is very questionable.
Actually, I'm not.
No, maybe not.
I would have. I mean, he had a life left. I would have probably at least tried to beat Helmet Head.
Yeah.
Even if you
over,
fail, then yeah, go search for the item or whatever. But,
yeah. If you game over, it'll probably happen quick anyway.
And we got the medicine out of Medicine Cave.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
We have some inside intel from Josh in the chat saying that the Countess,
the man on the
does not like Helmet Head.
He's the man on the street.
Probably explains why we saw him get out of Dodge. He's going to come back with some more firepower.
All right, we have not seen Palace 1, I believe, and either entrance into Death Mountain, along with a handful of the caves to pass through. So, still a chance on the other side. There's one.
Yep.
We'll have a look around. He's just going to go into... Okay, he's probably resetting the encounter.
There's the rock. Oh, wow, look at this.
Wow. Hammer spot and rock is accessible to any cave you can find by the water if you have the boots.
Yep.
But just one cave if you can't, if you don't have the boots. So.
Now they do have the hammer, so it's possible that they might have to go chasing down that rock.
Yeah, well,
anyhow.
we haven't seen the trophy yet.
That's true.
So the trophy's either in the grass spot or this cave or the spectacle rock.
And the raft as well.
And the raft. So the raft can also be in 1, 2, or 3, right?
Yes.
So 6 spots.
But if it's in if it's in 3, then the glove has to be somewhere as well.
Okay.
We're about to find out what this item in 2 is, though. Hopefully it was worth the time and energy he spent.
Nope.
And it's a magic container.
Won't say it's useless, but
certainly not what he was hoping for.
No, but like I said earlier today during your race, you're gonna want to have, that is a trophy. You're gonna want to get them, a few of them, in the course of your run event, over time. So it's not entirely something to get mad about.
Especially if you're worried about Nuka Pseudo item, which glove can certainly be in either of those tiles. It's helpful too if like fairy is expensive, of course.
Yeah. But the later on you go in the run, you might have the glove, you might have both spells, or the spells are meaningless, but you may have all the items you want, and you may start skipping the item in 4, in 5, in 6, and if they're magic containers or heart containers, you can be at it could be pretty risky for some players in the Great Palace.
We have found Palace 1.
Yes, we have. It does look like all the other caves are pretty much useless. I don't know if we've seen Rudo.
I don't think we have. Well, maybe we have, because it looks like Dark Magician might be trying to cash in that trophy.
Well,
that's Lifetown.
Yeah, that's Lifetown.
We also saw the raft spot too, very briefly on the TheCowness stream. It's right next to Palace 1.
Okay, so
kind of
everything's
kind of a pain to get to without the boots, really.
No, I mean, listen, you can go right into Saria, you can ferry right across, and you can go right into Mido and restore your life. I'm sure that might be a little bit faster than jumping into Jump Cave and going through 3 screens to come out the other end.
Yeah.
Or just, ferry over, dive into 2 up A.
Yeah, that's not a bad strat.
Oh, we have a little situation in chat right now. Someone wants to fight people.
Oh boy!
It's to respond to that fight. It's !! Fight me. By the way.
Somebody get this ruffian out of here. Where's our bouncer?
All right. Countess is going through 1 here.
He interestingly didn't go to the left there. I would think he'd be searching for the item, especially with the raft still out there, but maybe he's more concerned about his life situation.
Yeah. I'm still contemplating that Palace 2 decision, and it's more of what would I be doing wrong in my game for not identifying that as being something that was a good play. Is it because we're just looking for the raft or the glove at this point? Dive in, see if you can see it, and that's pretty much it?
I mean, I think it was worth at least an attempt at killing Helmet Head there.
Oh, yes, but the first decision to go in.
Oh, to go into Palace 2? Not a horrible decision, actually, overall. I think it... especially early game when you're trying to find items. Wow, and look at this. Speaking of finding good items.
Trophies reflect. Oh, what was the item?
It was the boots in Palace 1.
Boots were in 1?
And, oops, I marked it on the wrong side, though. And we had reflect in Medicine Town, so that's also a really good find.
Both runners have the medicine, so...
actually, I don't think Countess has found the medicine yet.
No, you're right. He does not. I did not have the check mark there. I just knew it was in one of the initial caves. I just assumed, and you know what happens when you do that. We are still searching for this grass spot. And Rudo.
Yeah, it looks like Dark Magician's gonna go into 2 now.
Yeah, I guess now is the time. Let's find the items in the palaces just to not necessitate going into Death Mountain. But even though Dark Magician's been there already, he kind of wants to find the items so he doesn't have to go find the rock.
Yeah, well, with the boots in 1, that makes finding the rock a much easier task, as we already talked about.
In that situation, you knew where the rock was. You knew you had the boots. Before you swing over to the east or do any of the other palaces, do you kind of go there, take a few caves, see if you can get on the coast, see if you can break the rock, since you know kind of?
That's a good question. I mean, Death Mountain isn't that far out of the way. I guess if you, best case scenario, you'd lose, what, maybe a couple minutes doing that? So, personally, I probably wouldn't do it, but that doesn't mean it's not a good move.
Right. Well, you're not totally blind. Like, you know the idea of if you find any cave that leads to the water, you've got the rock. Spectacle rock. So that's why I was just wondering what you would think on that one.
I'm being informed that it was the shield spell in Medicine Town, not the reflex spell. Thank you.
It was 2 things happening at once. It was the boots and shield, and I kind of.
And did we just see a game over on Horsehead?
Yes, we did.
That's unfortunate.
Whamboozled. We might see a game over on Helmet Head too.
Please throw up your horse emotes in chat.
Is that a thing?
My Little Pony emotes?
I think those are on Buzz Thunder's chat. I don't think they'll link to yours.
Yeah, this Helmet Head fight, you can see. Actually, DM's got pretty good form there, trying to get the down stab on him. He's a pretty tall guy, though.
Yeah.
Helmet Head certainly does not have trouble getting on roller coasters.
He's got it done. It's sorted. He did not. He didn't go get the magic container, did he?
No, he did not find the item in 2. He went directly to Helmet Head. What's he gonna do here? Is he gonna cash in that gem? Oh, he's not. He decides to up A. So probably go find the item and hope he can come back with enough EXP to get the next attack level.
TheCowness is making his way back to Horsehead now. Neither runner with a gem yet, but at least one boss is down on Dark Magician's side.
Yeah, and TheCowness presumably will be taking out Horsehead here in just a second.
Take life, yeah. I was going to say, take life, refill it.
Oh, getting stopped by those blocks. Got to do it over. I hate it when that happens.
Yes. My favorite room. These things should be banned. There are 20 XP though. I would be in that room for days.
It might be kind of cathartic for you to get in there and take a few of those things
Yeah,
out.
absolutely. But the better part is to actually use it for. Here's a key room here. He's gonna go through it and grab it. So he's not necessarily going the way he came the first time.
No, I'm curious about that. Is he just trying to find some keys, or
I don't know.
Grind some XP, I guess.
And we got well on his way to the boots right now, Dark Magician. Yeah, with those Maus, the red polar bears that shoot snowballs. They give 20 XP. It's not a bad place to just kind of scroll left and right and grab a level.
Yeah, it's very easy to grind, especially an early game like this.
And you get right back up to where you need to when you place that gem anyway.
So we got a magic container to grab.
No, he wasn't in 1. He was in 2. My bad.
Yeah. Any up A's? I mean, presumably he's going back to place the gem, but if he didn't have enough experience last time, is he going to have enough experience this
Yeah,
time?
he kind of squandered two opportunities to give to keep some XP.
Maybe he will get enough. Looks like he's going to try and take out this blue IK for some extra experience.
This is just
Doing
guaranteed
great
damage
job.
with those red polar bears. Anytime you see them, you're going to take a hit.
Awesome blue iron knuckle fight by Dark Magician.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
He must go to the Buzz Thunder School of Combat. I see Buzz taking out those blue IKs a lot too.
But I tell you what, there was nothing better than watching Simple fight some things the other night.
Oh my gosh, he makes it look so easy.
Yeah, I've done what 5 races before that race, and seen 10 people, maybe like 9 if somebody repeated in a race, and I've never seen anybody do the combat like he can, and he's a master. Cowness is playing Gradius. That is probably the smartest comment I've seen in all the races I've been commentating on. That was fantastic.
So he does place the gem. He's not going to get an attack level out of this, though. But just decides he better keep moving.
He might keep the XP and just leave. And he does.
He's not far from the next level. He only needs about 100 or so.
He can bang into one of these encounter squares and see if he grabs a P bag. Or if there's a large enemy. Easy enough to kill.
That's a really low attack 4 experience requirement, actually.
Was it 4 fam? It was 4? Okay. Yeah, it is. Wow. 780. Okay. Horse head down. 1 gem apiece.
Yep. Dark Magician winning the item in spell battle right now, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, Cowness has the boots.
That's true. Still haven't found the raft.
No. A speculation where it could be there, sir.
Well, it's got to be the grass tile or the rock, Spectacle Rock, I would think.
Can't be in 3?
It can if the glove is in the grass tile or Spectacle Rock. Then it could be in 3.
So we might see people going to 3 first before they even decide to go into Death Mountain, and probably maybe more on Cowness's side, since he doesn't know where the rock is and hasn't been into Death Mountain. He may try to go into 3 and find himself glove blocked from all things, and find that he wasted a little bit of time.
Possible. I kind of doubt it, but possible. We have found the grass tile, so this will help clear some of that mystery up. Oh wow! Look at that. It's the glove.
Speculation over.
We still don't know where the raft is, but it does open up the possibility for it to be in
I'm sorry, don't know where the what is?
The raft. Okay. Did I say the glove?
No, you did. It cut out a little bit. Didn't sound right.
But, wow, great find. So, boots and glove early. You cannot be unhappy with
no, not at all.
Either of those items.
Here comes level 1 for Dark Magician. That is the front end of Parappa the Rappa Cave.
Yeah, I guess the Cowness still does have a few caves to find.
Medicine Cave, and that's really it. As far as items.
Yeah, and then there's also the trophy on Death Mountain. He has found Rudo.
Yeah, this is Rudo was pretty much right there. Wonder why.
Well, it's on the other side of the river, though. So,
oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you either need the boots or you got to come down from the north to get there.
Wow. Because I saw he was in Candle Cave, and that was new. So that's probably in this. There might be no north.
We did just see Dark Magician did get his attack 4 level, so now his goal will be to grind up enough so that he can take attack 5 at the end of this palace here.
Yeah, he might get this key in up A though. I don't know how he's doing on lives.
Yep, he did exactly that.
I'm happy to identify a few things every once in a while. Makes the whole two and done thing for me in the tournament a little bit better. All right, there's the front end of Candle Cave again. Or that might, yeah, that was definitely.
So Medicine Cave was kind of in the northeast, I think.
Yeah, I think it was right in the first, well, right, maybe in the second area where they took a jump cave through.
That's also where Death Mountain was, so.
Still haven't seen the second one of Death Mountain, but we haven't seen either side of Fairy Cave, and we haven't seen, well, we saw both sides of Jump Cave. We haven't seen the back side of Candle Cave either, so quite a few.
At this point, I really don't think we're going to. There's no reason to worry about either of those caves.
No, not at all, but if TheCowness is searching caves for Medicine Cave, those are just all caves he's never been into yet, which may,
Oh, he doesn't even have downstab yet.
No, and he was just he was in Rudo. Here he is.
Well, he has found Medicine Cave.
Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna say both runners found everything on the western continent, but that's not true. Dark Magician has not found the glove and the grass tile.
Spectacle Rock is still up for. We need the raft somewhere.
Yeah, I'm the base western continent.
On the base, yeah.
My bad.
No, I understand.
I probably confused you because I didn't put it into a 1990s TV show reference, but
Did you do
for
that?
a Dark Magician. But you gotta think, as soon as TheCowness gets the medicine here, he'll probably up A.
I would hope he'd go get down.
Yeah, up A, go cash it in and get down stab. Oh, he might be closer to Rudo, to Mito here. Up A, he would have to go through Jump Cave or go through Saria.
Struggling with this Dyra without down stab though.
Just gotta hope. Jump, stab, hope you don't jump into him, and hope he doesn't throw a double axe.
These runners, nearly identical levels, just one life level behind is TheCowness.
Easily remedied, though, by a trip to the Eastern Continent. If he even wants it. He may keep 3 until he gets to attack 7.
Yeah. That's my general strategy, but I think, especially with newer players, they like to bump it up to 4 or 5.
Yeah, my general strategy is also the same. Here we go. Here's Death Mountain. Easy Hammer Cave here, if he goes into that cave, and he's going to.
I think going much higher than Life 5 will get you in trouble with your later leveling.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I keep it at 3-2 at the most. I've done 4 and 5 in emergency situations where I've needed the health. And it doesn't pay off long run.
I wonder what his, besides take Magic 3, I wonder what his life situation is like heading into Hammer Cave here. Especially, he still does not have downstab.
No. No, we need to find the way now. Just some people were asking earlier in your race, and curious questions. I complained about the fact that this game never put the number of lives and keys you had on the HUD above. Here, you can't do stuff that alters that, right?
I probably could, actually.
Okay.
Probably could. That would be one of the more difficult things that I would have done for the randomizer, but really anything's theoretically possible. It's just a matter of how hard is it and how much do I care about it.
He paused it.
How much do I want
we
to
got
work
the
on
fairy. Oh, he whamboozled.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he
that was his last life.
He paused, but the way the thing scrolls up and down, I guess, with the and then I don't know, I missed it. The way that that HUD scrolls.
That's really too bad. Because he made it all the way to that room, basically on no health.
Yeah, and then he ferried, and there's nothing to do because your hurt box is pretty much as tall as Link, even as a fairy.
Yeah, the fairy hitbox is larger than it looks.
Yeah. So he thought maybe he can fly over him, and he took the damage because of the way the hurt box is. Is he gonna go up to the raft spot? No, the raft spot's not up there.
He's probably... So DM's probably looking for Ruto, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's got the boots. He's walk all over now.
Oh, he doesn't have the... Well, he's about to get the glove, so that'll be a nice
there you go.
pickup.
So the glove and Ruto boot blocked for the most part, we think.
Well, the glove was not boot
Oh no,
blocked,
we
I don't
weren't.
think.
They had to take that windy road around. Yeah.
It's out of the way, certainly. Much faster with the boots, but most things are.
Look at that desert. Looks like the upper half of level 7 in Zelda 1.
All right, so we will find out what's in Ruto.
He got back to it pretty okay, and he doesn't have to go through a series of caves, which is nice. Minimize the time he lost.
So at this point, he's really only got one decision to make, which is, do I go to Palace 3 or do I go to Spectacle Rock?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we do have the most powerful magic.
Oh God, thunder!
It's a good find.
It is a very good find, and fortunate enough that the Countess will have the was that Ruto, right? Yeah. So the Countess will have the trophy in a matter of a couple minutes anyway. So.
Mm-hmm.
No cause for drama. This is not building on the drama for the end of the race. It's just traditional gameplay at this point. Where are you going? He was probably maybe trying to get 20 experience points there.
Yeah. I really want to see Countess go get downstab. He's making me nervous without it.
You gotta hope that when he gets his trophy, he's gonna cash in both the trophy and the medicine. And then just get downstab when he's there. And then just be all done with all things regarding magic on this side. Oh God, this guy. Now is the time to use Fairy. But maybe he doesn't want to up A. Well, he doesn't need the up A with Fairy anyway.
He is going to decide to keep going.
Definitive moment. Because if he does keep going and he finds Spectacle Rock, he's going to have the raft faster than Dark Magician.
Yeah, we don't know if that's where he's headed or if he is going to go cash stuff in like you said and he just doesn't want to waste his experience.
That's true as well. We'll find out in a few seconds.
We've got some weird fetishes going on in chat right now. I'm not
sure. I was going to bring that up, but then I decided to leave it alone. But
not sure we're allowed to talk about that on the
listen, it's your channel, your rules, so that's why I laid out. But it sounds like a bad situation right there. Don't wish that on any of our humanoids in chat. See, we going out. We are going out. He wants that XP. He gets it. Ah, these jumps, man.
Yeah, they're really frustrating.
Yeah.
Somebody was trying to tell me that I should randomize the jump height by just a very small amount so that sometimes you could make those and sometimes you couldn't.
By the way, the Countess, maybe he went out and then realized he didn't want, it was the wrong exit and he went back in. I don't know if he...
Actually, did he find the
I was going to say, I don't know if he found the second side or if he just went in and went through the cave, but I looked up because of I was fascinated by all those jump misses, because I do that too. And we're in Death Mountain. We're going to the rock. While Dark Magician gets the item here, we'll see which one the raft is.
Oh, there it is.
All right, raft in 3. So there's the prerequisite. If you can get the glove on the Western Continent or Death Mountain, the raft could be in 3.
So unfortunately for Cowness, then there's really nothing that can be in Spectacle Rock that's gonna do him. You know, I guess the magic key is not a bad item to find, but it's
Best
that's pretty much it.
best situation magic key. Worst situation, it's the flute and it's required. You know,
Yeah.
that's like the least of the possibilities.
Well, we're about to find out here.
Not bad.
Found it pretty quickly,
Oh,
at least.
Is that the worst you can get? Maybe, because now you gotta go all the way back unless you want to waste
Yeah,
that
that's
XP.
pretty
I
bad.
probably would have just wasted all this XP. I would have gave it the Angry Larry stare and then just left. Rubberneck incoming.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. I'd probably be up Aing here myself.
Yeah.
In that position. Not a good find.
Now one life left here. He has to make sure he and this is Dark Magician. He's gotta make sure he's a little careful on this Rubberneck. Line him up right. Might be a little
hard to do with this tile.
Yeah.
Because the
and he missed it a little bit, but Rubberneck cooperates. Barely ever cooperates for me though. And there he goes. He's gonna place his third gem. He's at there. No need to waste any time. And gem number 3 is gotten.
Yeah. Dark Magician in great shape has got the whole Western continent taken care of. So
Yeah.
really nothing else for him to do here. He is 100 XP short.
Oh, I
so
thought that was a okay.
So we are going to see him just grind
Yeah,
an IK out of this statue real quick.
he just needs one, unless it's a 70-point nut knuckle. He's got the Angry Larry luck there, 3 in a row. That's why we hit it 11 times, just to make sure if that was Palace 2 or 3 before we identified them by the columns.
They say that's supposed to be 50-50, but
No, it's not. No, I have the smallest of sample sizes, but no, it's not.
And Count is taking a game over. He's probably not happy about that, but honestly might be the best thing that could have happened to him.
Yeah, you don't lose that XP for the rest of your life. You're going to get it back eventually somewhere. And with the time you waste walking back to try to preserve it, you're wasting valuable seconds in ending the game.
Beat me
Yeah,
to
I
it.
think we both took a break there to do that. That's teamwork.
All right, welcome to East Hyrule. We're looking for a desert tile with an item. We're looking for a water tile with an item, and we're looking for the usual towns, palaces.
500-point P bags for days. With 3,050 experience points to the next attack level, do these P bags even mean anything for you? I mean, obviously you can probably take Magic 3 with them, but other than that, is it just like, would you even not waste your time looking for them?
Well, the only benefit that they give Dark Magician is, he's got to clear 1,850 before the next gem to cash in his attack level. So they will help him get, above that threshold, at least.
Just got to make sure to stay alive and make sure to not up A. Here is the abandoned town of Kasudo.
We got ourselves a jump spell.
I think we're finally going to get down stab on Countess' side.
I hope so.
And also the shield spell. There's not much drama in a search for a kid on this side. If Reflect was hidden behind the kid, there's not going to be much drama in it, because really Maze Island and the desert or the water tile is really the only place the kid can be.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, if you're looking for drama, Death Mountain is usually the place for it, and we've already seen that Death Mountain's not gonna deliver much drama.
We have a tri-town area right there. We saw Darunia, and now we see Nubaru. So we'll get a spell here. The only thing we haven't seen in this short time on the Eastern Continent is New Kazuto. And he has a 66% chance of getting the item out of the magic container lady.
Yeah, although, what do you really want at this point? I guess heart containers are the only thing that he's a little lacking
Key
on.
Key can still be good. Heart containers, yeah, can definitely build it up. But when you want the key, when you need the heart containers, you're going to get the flute and the cross. So, the life.
Certainly not unhappy to see that. Chat hoping to see the fire spell. What is wrong with you people?
They can get pretty nasty sometimes. I expect that in my channel, but I don't know about yours.
Have some human decency. I wouldn't wish fire on my worst enemies.
Oh, we have an idea where you have to make Dark Link fire required, so that you need reflect and fire to really complete the Great Palace.
Oh, here's New Kazuto.
So you just totally ignored the idea. That's basically a no, guys. Sorry, I tried. I tried.
I do have some ideas in mind to make fire useful. That is not one that I've heard before, but yeah.
Was that 7 magic containers? I guess so, if you didn't go in.
It was indeed.
Wow. And she's guarding the 8th one, because that's how it works. And the 7th one will be in Palace 6.
Well, there's your fire spell.
There is
rascals.
Fire, so we do need the kid for the reflect spell.
Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We haven't found the desert tile or the water tile yet.
No, it's again, they're gonna go through progression. They're going to find it, but if they didn't need it, then they might save a little bit of time on overall navigation. It was also an idea of 10-second shaved off your time if you actually kill things with fire. I like that one.
That would be hard.
No,
to do.
It's easy, very easy to do.
Dark Magician casts a spell and gets his 7th magic container.
Yeah.
So
Now he's on his way to get his 8th magic container.
Gonna go rub it in that old lady's face.
Got a Helmet Head Part 2 here for TheCowness. Except he's got 3 more magic attack levels and a couple more life levels as well.
Chat is having a lively discussion about swamps. This seed has not been very swampy so far. There's been some, but I'm not going to get paid very well after this one.
Heart container.
So it looks like Cowness is. Did he already beat Helmet Head? Did I miss it? He's going back to grind?
Yeah, he just needs 20 more, and that bot's dig shaked in the wall. I don't know if he's trying to knock him down somehow, trying to respawn bots, respawn Iron Knuckles. I don't know.
What was that bot before? Oh, I guess it must have been a skeleton.
Yeah, probably. He probably spelled the blue nut knuckle. Heidi ho, though, dig shake.
Heidi ho, neighbor.
We're throwing medicine balls we've got from Burma, from our trip from Burma. They're very therapeutic.
Ah, there's a water tile.
Oh, he was trying to get that shield to respawn. That's what he was doing when he was going back and forth. 20 XP, though. It's rough. But he's got enough. It was just enough.
It's raining heart containers on Dark Magician's side. That's 2 in a row he's gotten.
Yeah. Very quickly, too. And going from 4 to 6 is just, awesome. I mean, it's 50% better than what you had before.
Yep. And there we go. There's that child.
Yeah, the child. So, I mean, there at this point, there's no reason to even walk through Maze Island unless you can't find 5 or 6 maybe, and you need to find the flute.
That's right. It mostly depends on how comfortable you are with your current magic container, heart container situation. And he's doing well in both, so.
Now, the thing is, if you need, and we see we saw, I think, oh, no, that wasn't the River Devil, that was the block on the bottom. I was going to say, that made me see the River Devil from both sides, but it's north up this road, I think. It's north up a road, let's just say that. And I'm looking at the wrong screen anyway, he's on the way. So forget everything I said. But the fact that you may need the flute may take you a long time to figure out you may need the flute.
Yeah. You just don't expect
Right. And then you're going to start, you have to go through it. And then you're going to start going through every cave.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're finally going to resign to the fact that, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to go into Death Mountain, but that's not going to come. That may be like an hour time loss. Something like that.
Yeah. So Cowness, he has to know that he's got to go into 3. He might be looking for Ruto. I bet that's what he's doing.
He's seen Ruto before, because that was when you walked over the water. Like it's right there. Yeah. So.
Yep.
He's going to cash this in. He's going to be happy. This is definitely going to be worth the time looking for it. Get the Thunder spell.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dark Magician, I think, is making his way back to Reflect Town to get Reflect.
Yeah, he'll have a full spell book.
That'll give him everything he needs. He's set.
Yeah. It's only a couple more items away from a 100% run. At 50 minutes, though, he still has it pretty good.
Yeah, to have everything you need 50 minutes in, that's a good seed. That's a generous seed, for sure.
I think you just did your biggest Daft Punk impression right there. Your voice just got all pixelated.
A little echoey.
And now I think I lost you.
You can't hear me?
Well, everyone, welcome to the Angry Larry Show. We'll try to keep things held down while Dig Shake figures out his problems. If you can.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Because it's guaranteed damage. He'll get hit once in this room because of him.
Am I still having audio
Hey, welcome
problems?
back.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
chat was like, let's just do the Angry Larry Show. And I'm like, no, you can't do that.
Well, I know they could hear me because it's my stream, but you couldn't.
Oh,
hear
really?
me.
Oh, okay. My bad. Oh, I'm back now.
I mean, it's my stream, so it's they'll hear me
I
fine.
forget these things. I was just trying to hold it down while you were gone. That's all.
Well, you did a great job.
I really
Larry.
did. It was one of my best moments ever. Except for that time in forget it.
Oh no, I think I know what you're gonna say there.
Well, the fact that I found it in like 30 seconds. No, we won't talk about that. We got Upstab. We got Thunder. I mean, we got Reflect. Things are going good on Dark Magician's side.
Yeah, just gotta clear some palaces. Well, now we have cries for censorship.
Yeah, I don't know where this comes from. I think they're mixing up my voice with other people's voices sometimes. Like me and Ness Martin sound pretty identical. So when they hear him talk, then they think it's me. It's a bad situation.
New York accents and Swedish accents are very similar. I can see why people would get that confused.
Checking for keys, see if you had a used fairy there. Still can be a downside here. It could be a slowdown point for a Dark Magician. Keys and stuff. By the way, is he in 5 or 4? He's in 5, right?
He is in
Oh,
4.
Okay.
He's in 4. I wonder if he intentionally fell in the pit there, or if he tried to jump and it just ate his input.
I think he did. I think he hit the sword button instead of the jump button, or he was just swagging it on the way down. I do that every once in a while because the inputs are different than Zelda 1. No jump in Zelda 1, but the sword input's different. And then I just had that little bit of a brain fart and hit the wrong button.
So here,
Rebenek fight, though, for the Countess. He'll finally be done with the Western Continent. 100% clear.
Hasn't found the raft yet, but... sorry about that. I've lost Larry again. I don't know why, but Discord is not cooperating with me this evening. Alright, am I back? No? It says connecting. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me?
Alright, just in case that was me.
Alright, yeah, gotcha. No, it says connecting on my end and then it just hangs, so sorry about that.
Oh, no problem at all. Countess takes a death to Rebenek.
Yep. Yeah, hard to line up the easy strat here. He was a little off last time. Let's see what he does.
He's gonna just fight him like a man right now.
Yeah, not even going for it.
No, it's tough. I think you have to line up on the second of the ones that look like, I don't know, the vertical equal sign. You have to have your right foot hanging off the edge of that, I believe.
Palace 4 giving DM a little bit of trouble here. He decides to up A and give it another go.
It's rough, man. It's rough. It's a rough life.
Chat does not have a high opinion of you right now.
No, it's okay. Well, I probably, because I call them Melvins and humanoids all the time, I'd probably expect it. But then it's all like, oh my god, Angry Larry, please play GeoGuessr. And then, you know, all's forgiven.
Those GeoGuessr skills. Bring all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Did I say that one time? I feel like I said something similar to that, and I just offended like 8 people at once. We gotta get some XP here. This is unfortunate. It's not necessarily Countess's fault, but it's a situation. We've been here, and I saw you specifically waste gems today.
Yeah, more than I wanted to.
Yeah, in fact, I thought you up-A'd before you even placed the gem at one time, and I'm like, what is he? He's going right back to grind. Oh, no, he just wasted all the XP. And then we realized that you did place the gem. It's just that as soon as it happened, you, like, speed ran the gem placement.
Yeah. Unfortunate game over there for Countess. Not a good time for that to happen to him. He was very close.
Yeah, and now it's going to set him back even further because he may feel like he wants to now get that level. He might be married to that idea of doing it.
Well, he needs the item still, so it might be best to just go find that and then hope you'll have enough experience.
Yeah, that's right. He does need this item. It is the raft.
He has to know that too. I mean, there's nowhere else that it could be.
For him, no. Nowhere else.
And wow, it seems like Dark Magician has explored a very large portion of this palace here.
And as you can tell, Countess guaranteed damage anytime you see those red polar bears. Just gonna keep saying it until you change the game. Fix your game, Dig Shake. This is the room I like to find for some odd reason. It's one of them. The falling down and finding the room with the collapsible bridge as well with the floating unicorn heads, the Raz. I I like to find either one of those two. I feel like I could go right and find Carrick, and there he is. Can't cast Reflect. Even with
How much
four
is
and
it?
a half bars, it might be upwards of 80.
87.
87 is, yeah, it's 5.5, right?
Yeah, almost his whole magic.
It's 5 7/16.
Come for the Zelda 2, stay for the fractions.
You don't get analysis like that on Sunday Night Football. Hey, that. Easy Carrick fight.
Yeah. I mean, as easy as it normally is.
Yeah, and now he's got to find 227 more XP somewhere and jump over this area. Should be alright. Down stab. Those guys aren't really. It's not like anything's flying at him.
Alright, we have found the raft for the Cowness.
Oh, he's going to try to fight this guy first for his XP. Alright.
Yeah, he's getting close on his XP levels as well,
Yeah.
so.
Just I didn't want to see him die there. Because that Doom Knocker there could be pretty tricky, especially if he's in this front part.
You see Dark Magician queuing up Thunder there. I'm sure he wishes he could cast it, but no magic left in the tank, so.
These guys walking around, trying to stab you as you try to kill that guy. Luckily, he got him under that low overpass and was able to down stab him in his hurt box. That's a t-shirt, by the way, that I'm gonna make. Or like the best ever '90s college band name.
Hurt box?
Down stab you in the hurt box, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We have enough XP. We have enough XP now. Countess is gonna go. No, yeah, you did get the raft. That's right. Right in that Doom Knocker room. I was just so amazed by that band name that I just totally blacked out the last 2 minutes of my life.
Yeah. Released their hit album, Fairy Claus.
That's the Christmas album, man. We gotta have at least 2 successful albums before you make a Christmas album. That's gotta be the rule. Singing the hits like Santa Claus is Coming to Hyrule and Joy to the Overworld. There you go. I saw mommy kissing Ganon.
All I want for Christmas is to kill Karok with fire.
There you go. It writes itself. I don't know why we didn't do this earlier. and our coffee book, Strollers of Russia. It's going to be a thing too. There he goes. He's over on the Eastern Continent now. First time ever.
Yep. Got some catching up to do, unfortunately for him. He's got to find those spells and the kid. We got Palace 6 here on Dark Magician's side.
The brightest of pink. Let me tell you
I've heard some complaints about this pink palette. Some people out there really do not like it.
When I used to play NCAA football for like PlayStation or something, I used to make my own University of PLS. We were the pies, the pi symbol from the Greek alphabet. And we were black and this color because it was ridiculous. And this color is just awesome.
His tunic goes very well with the background too, I must say.
There's like just a mess of colors on the screen right now. It is like a masterpiece.
It's like if you let the Easter Bunny decorate a palace, it probably would look something like this.
I would think so. Jingle Pea Bags. That is another one. That one's great. Is there any more?
Are you writing these down? I hope you're writing these down.
No, I'm not, because yeah, I should. These are awesome. Just remember, you can buy them on 2 cassettes or 1 compact disc. No COD. Shipping and handling charges may apply.
20 payments of $19.99.
Oh, we had the BMG versus Columbia House discussion the other day. It was pretty good. 12 CDs for a penny. But here's a CD we're just going to mail you in the mail and charge you $31 for. Because you didn't return the stupid card. Yubaru, it's going to be life for TheCowness. Now, here's the thing. I mean, Cowness needs to make up time. But if he does everything in the same order as Dark Magician, he's going to find Reflect last.
Yeah, and really, I mean, I don't see how he can avoid doing that.
No, if it's a natural progression of just roving the area, not at all.
Yeah. If you see a town, you're gonna go in there and see what spell it's got.
Well, there were 3 right off the bat. There were Nubaru, there were Darunia, and there was Kasuto. And he was in Kasuto and got jumped. He was probably in Darunia and got right back out. And then he got life here. So there's only New Kasuto to find. And then you have to find the desert tile to get the kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that it's going to take some mistakes on Dark Magician's side.
Can I tell you that last night I said the same thing? And everything almost evened out in the end anyway. So it's like I don't even want to speculate on who's a little bit ahead, who's behind, because it didn't seem to matter. Gems, items favoring one person. Things have found tend to find its way to even out somehow. One person gets lost in the loop, the other person just goes the right way.
Oh, was that a dig?
No, it was not a dig at you. That happened the other day. That was I think V Resner was.
Oh yeah, that was last night.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was that match because I think Simple just was ahead the whole time. It was one of the things where somebody. Oh, it was the Jackamus race where Jack game overed and then he went a different direction because of it.
Yep.
And whoever it was, DH was just in an endless loop.
Yeah, that was a good race.
There have been a lot of good races.
There have been a lot of good races. I think this is this where the kid is? No, the kid was in the desert.
This was Heart Container. Whoops. I don't think he wanted to do that.
I think he came in from the left side, so maybe he did.
Oh, okay. How do you know, neighbor? Looks like a little bit of a confusing 4. But just giving it the eyeball up and down from going back and forth. There's the kid.
Yeah, that was a loop in Palace 6 that DM just did. Lost Larry again. It's Discord. Discord's acting up on me. Sorry, guys. Larry, if you can hear this, I lost you. Decides to take a cave. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Alright.
Yeah, I am here. Hello.
It's definitely a problem on my end. Sorry about that. It just it boots me off and says connecting, and I just have to keep refreshing until it comes back.
I feel like you're timing me out, and you're trying to hide it.
I'm letting chat get to me and hitting that mute button.
Well, we had the kid on the TheCowness' side.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And then it looks like an up A, presumably to go back to Darunia, I would imagine. Dark Magician, meanwhile, is having a tough go of it here in Palace 6. He's explored a big chunk of this palace as well.
Yeah, I said that. I don't know if it came across or that was the time I cut out. I said tough time in Palace 4 because I'm an idiot. But yeah, it looks like he's having a little bit of a trolley time here. And it can be. This one can be.
Yeah, 6 is not a very fun palace to explore sometimes, but I have had some where you just go right to Farva, no problem.
It's always nice to find a key door though, because you're like, all right, I haven't been here before.
Yeah. Well, unless you ferried through it last time.
Right. No, absolutely right. That's right. They don't have the magic key. How far was How far was the Countess? Did he not go into? How did he not go into?
He must have missed New Kasuto.
It was right in front of the raft spot.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but he'll get the heart container.
Oh, you know why? He went left to the water first, and then he went down around the water.
What was the spell in here? It was
fire.
Oh, it was fire. Yeah, it was fire.
Chat, please flash your fire emotes, please. Doom knockers.
Dark nuts roasting on an open fire.
That's a good one. Who said that? Mod them right now.
that was me. I'm already a mod.
Mod yourself. Buzz Thunder unmodded me. By the way, I actually unmodded myself. I made a bad joke, and I said, you know what, joking around, I did /unmod Angry Larry, and it was like, okay. I'm like, you can't. How could you let me do that? And he decided not to remod me. But hey, here's another up A in Palace 6. It's like I want to pay attention, but I don't want to miss the things that TheCowness is doing.
This palace has really given him a tough run. I wonder if he's been in the room with the elevator where you can go off to the left there. I wonder if he's been in that path yet. Because I always forget that that's there when you're going down the elevator and you can take a left. I always forget that you can do that.
I believe he was there because that was the one with three tile high jumps, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I think he was through it.
Oh, okay. I have no idea then. I have no idea.
Maybe not, because I thought I saw the bubbles giving him the business when he was trying to make the jumps, but I could have totally been imagining that. I mean, or I could have been making stuff up, thinking that maybe you timed me out again, and I was just going to start saying anything.
He really wants to jump over this pit.
Dark nuts roasting on an open fire. That is the best one. I mean, I'm stretching it a little bit if I say Spectacle Bell Rock, right?
Countess, where he hasn't been back to Darunia yet. That's where he needs to go, though.
Yeah, that's in the tri-state area of towns. It should be a little bit east to start, I believe, because it wasn't long before we found it. There we go.
We see Dark Magician just casting Fairy there instead of trying to jump over the pit, and fortunately finding a dead end.
I think
he's got to be
a
little frustrated.
Yeah, he's in Nobaru first. Darunia was the one in the middle. There he goes. So at this point in time, it's 100% chance that he's getting the Reflect spell here.
Yep. Does not get upstab unless he got it last time he was here and I wasn't paying attention.
He was very...
Just walks
I don't think so, because I saw him in Old Kasuto and then I saw him in Nobaru. And I don't believe I've seen him in Darunia. And he would have had been in there for a little bit to get it. But he might have gotten it.
And here we see Dark Magician taking that path that I was just talking about.
Yeah, I feel like he was this way before, but maybe he's looking for an alternative after this room.
What about the room where you have to ferry into the little passage? Has he been in
I don't think I've seen that, no.
There it is, right there.
Okay, so maybe he has not been in that area. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. It's fun to do sometimes. You gotta keep people on their toes. Key door again. You're always happy to see it when you're lost. Oh, he was not in Old Kasuto. He missed that down too. It was a couple tiles over.
So Old Kasuto is the jump spell. Well, it doesn't even really need it.
No.
Unless he doesn't know the Fairy Claws trick, which could very well be true.
Oh, and that's probably why he didn't get upstep.
Yep.
He also may feel like he needs it. He might feel like he needs it for a Great Palace, or it'll help him in the Great Palace as well.
Yeah, that's true.
There's Ryan, I can't even say that without probably misspeaking. The whole nope. I'm not even gonna try to say that out loud. But we got some good Hyrule Christmas classics happening in chat.
Yeah, we've unleashed a torrent of Christmas puns in chat. Grandma got run over by a Rebo. I like that one.
That is pretty nice.
So the Countess has up aid. Oh, here we go. Found Barba. Gotta be happy about that.
Possible full clear.
Oh,
of
he has an up aid. He's in Maze Island.
Yep.
So
he's still looking around. I don't know if he's gonna go out and try to really look around, but I think we can't do process of elimination, but there may be nothing that could help him. He might be just trying to farm up a little bit for XP.
Besides more heart containers and magic containers.
Yeah, but hour and 15 minutes, you have 7 and 6. That should be good enough. You don't need the flute. You don't need the key would still be nice, but
the key would save him some time, and that's what he needs to do right now, is save some more time.
He
but
tried to fight the nut knuckle a few times, and really just gave up, abandoned that, and he's gonna head back in. No keys. He's got fairy though. Maybe he just wanted to. I think he just wanted to keep his XP and get a jar.
Yeah. Dark Magician had a hell of a time in Palace 4, so we'll see if Countess wants to catch up. He needs to clear these palaces very quickly.
We know there's room for improvement on Palace 6.
Certainly.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it looks like it goes against traditional meta to find.
Here too in Palace 4, I'd say there's also room for improvement.
He had a couple,
quite
a few, maybe 2 or 3 up A's here.
Yeah, he was in here for a while.
Knows enough to identify that as a dead end room. Little stutter right there. Just because
that key was probably tempting.
Yeah, the key was tempting. This is the room I said I like to find before. Fall down the pit all the way, land there, and you're like, all right, and Carrick's got to be here to the right. Small sample size.
And doesn't have a key, doesn't have enough to cast fairy. I wonder if this will be one of those situations where a disadvantage like that is actually gonna help him in the long run.
You want to talk
save him a little time.
Yeah, you want to talk disadvantage. Have we seen Palace 5 yet?
No.
River Devil?
Certainly have not. Could be River Devil. Haven't seen a ton of caves yet either, so.
I believe he just went to 2. This is a 3rd.
Oh, we have an infinite drop here on the Countess' screen, so enjoy this one. It's always fun.
Check out his reaction on shoulder cam. He doesn't seem impressed.
He's chuckling a little bit.
My multi-twitch pixelates a little bit on his screen, so I can't really...
His shoulders look happy.
It's here we go. I mean, this is kind of what I want. I want that flute to be required. I'm really interested in seeing how long it would take for them to start.
So where could it be then? If it is required, it could be the item in 6, or I guess one of the items on Maze Island,
or well, we did see
Dark Magician might think that it's Spectacle Rock because he hasn't been there yet.
Yeah, what was Spectacle Rock, by the way? Magic container?
It was a pea bag.
Oh, that's right, the candle bag. Yeah, that's right, because I speculated up Bane before I even dropped.
So we see the Countess, I think, death abusing to refill his magic so he can get through that door.
Yeah.
He's in good shape experience-wise. He just needs to find Karok.
Then he's on the hunt for Palace 5 as well.
He still has to do 6, but yeah.
That's right, he's behind on 6 as well. Okay.
Now, it certainly does not look like they'll be able to walk up to the north side with the boots.
Oh, this is...
because it's blocked on both sides. We might be setting ourselves up for a flute block here.
The hair on my arms is standing up.
This cave doesn't go anywhere, so...
Yep. There's one of the last things I feel like I recognize, and there's a Wamboozle. He's going to go right back to the North Palace and have to come back and start again.
So just a quick recap, if you're just joining us,
Yeah,
Dark Magician's ahead by about 2 palaces, maybe a palace and a half. And it's been like that for, I'd say, most of the race, actually. All he has to do is find Palace 5, and he's good to go. The Countess also good to go, but is just behind on palaces, so...
Yeah, required items. The glove was in the grass spot on the Western Continent. The boots, we'll say, were in Palace 1. The raft was in Palace 3. What was the item in Palace 4 he just picked up? Was that a heart container? I think it was a heart container.
It was a heart container, yeah.
The trophy was in the Hammer Cave in Death Mountain. That led to the Thunder Spell. The kid was the desert tile in the Eastern Continent. That led to Reflect. And possibly we might be flute blocked. And that has not been discovered yet. Possible places for it are either tile in Maze Island that produces an item, Palace 5 or Palace 6.
Yep.
That is your Geico 1 hour and 20-minute recap. Save 15
perhaps
minutes.
not.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say perhaps not Palace 5. We can't get there.
Oh yeah.
But what's this?
This
Yeah.
looks new. Well, no, I guess not, because the water spot's
No,
right there.
it's not. Yeah.
I feel like I mentioned the Valley of Death sighting, but that could have been the earlier race as well.
So how many of the caves have we seen? There are 4 caves that can take you places.
I don't know.
How many have we seen?
Yeah, I don't know how many we've seen, but it looks like we're hunting for the flute.
Very rare that you see this happening.
Yeah, he's just like, screw it. Looks like I need the flute. I know I bypassed 2 items to save time here, but if it's here, and I need it, I'm gonna go get it. This is a little Yogi Berraism, I guess.
So I guess if we're looking for maximum trolliness, we're hoping that the flute is in Palace 6, probably.
I don't know Palace 6 because yeah, I guess Palace 6 would be ultimate trolliness. Well, really, ultimate trolliness. That's really the only place it could be to troll, because he's going to identify both Maze Island spots now. If somehow you added another tile into the game, like, that would be amazing. If it would be like in a desert tile.
Added another tile. Well, so there's nothing restricting me to putting items in their current locations. I could put an item in P-Bag Caves if I wanted to.
All right.
And that probably actually will happen very shortly.
This is the Ask the creator of Z2Randomizer question of the day. As we see one of the 2 items here, I'll pause my question until we discover this.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, and the blue Lizalfo says, with all apologies to Q-Tip, mace in the face means peace, see you later. But here's my question to you. The technical question about randomizer. Were certain things put on hold almost right away because you wanted to find some good flag sets for people to play first, and then experiment with like more brutal, more advanced kind of stuff later. More fun.
Well, when I actually well, if you've ever played some of the earlier versions of the randomizer, that was probably randomizer at some of its most brutal. You can make really hard seeds if you want to. In fact, you'll see some harder seeds later on in this tournament. Yeah. But when I knew I was going to do a tournament, I did put some things on hold so that I could put in some more user-friendly features, such as the up A options and the shorter Great Palaces and things like that.
Yeah, because I did watch you stream when I first discovered this game secretly in the corner. Those caves might link to each other right there.
Yep.
And there's Palace 5.
I think there's a decent chance that flute was actually required.
That is
here.
Awesome. Unfortunate that well, yeah. He didn't go to Death Mountain for the rock. That was probably if you want to talk trolliest, it would probably for Dark Magician. It would probably have been if he went there first, and then decided to do Maze Island. But yeah, no, I watched you, and you spent a lot of time making a tournament seed, more tournament flag set, tournament seed, whatever you want to call it, to be user friendly, but also to have a decent amount of knowledge of the game at the same time. You were trying to balance it, and it was fun to watch you play those things. Look at how easy it was to get the Guma.
Yeah, Palace 5. Hard to find, but once you get there, no problem. I do think these flags, though, are a pretty good balance between interesting to watch and certainly requiring some skill, but also not too punishing for the players.
Oh yeah, and one of there's Palace 5, and he's on his way to the Great Palace now. As Dig Shake just falls to the ground.
And some trash talking coming in chat. I'll let you respond to that one. I don't.
Oh no, it's all right. When we first started playing the randomizer, the Angry Larry Posse, we were playing a little bit of co-op, and we actually were putting it on pretty much too easy of a mode. Start with random items. We thought we'd maybe start with one random item and like something, 25% chance to start with any item.
Yeah.
So we'd start with hammer, candle, glove, downstab, or because we put downstab on too. So we're like, all right, let's just start with candle, downstab, and life spell, and then we started playing the tournament spell. We're like, okay, this is not what we've been practicing, and it took a little bit while. But...
So Buzz Thunder is a posse now. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, no, listen, we all started playing Choke Me I Like It out as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we were all playing it together.
I think TheCowness had another unfortunately timed game over here, but he's actually back where he needs to be. I think this is the way to Karok, and so hopefully we'll see him take Karok out. And
he has life queued up, so I wonder if he's gonna. Yeah, it looked like he was gonna cast life and then try to suicide, but luckily he didn't do that.
Oh, Dark Magician has the flute. That is true.
See how nice they say it to you? Like 32 people would be saying it to me right now. Just waiting on Carrick, sipping a drink. That's all. There he goes. He goes down. Yep. And, all right. So it's 4 and 5 to go while Dark Magician is on his way. This would have to be a pretty brutal Great Palace. I didn't see what levels he was at. 635, huh?
That is pretty low, although from what I know of Dark Magician, not unusual for him. It seems like when I see him playing, he's usually at low levels.
Yeah.
Maybe as a result of taking those early life levels, I don't know.
Well, it does screw you up a little bit.
Chat's saying you missed something on your tracker, Larry. You better go fix that.
Oh, my bad. I'm looking it up right now. It's going to have to be one heck of a situation there for this to be close.
Count is heading into 6. He certainly can make up some time here, but I just don't see how he can make up that much time here.
This is the best I got, and I apologize. Dark Magician is on the Nokia Lumia strats.
635. That's what you got,
That's
huh?
what I got. They haven't been good. I tell you what, I've researched every possibility of 8s and 7s attacks, but these 6s and 5 lately have been throwing me for a loop. It's gonna
5s, really?
Well, yeah, Jackamus was 5.
5s.
You were 5, right?
Oh, I finished with attack 6.
Not today. The other race, maybe your first race. Yeah.
Oh, what?
But here we go.
Do you have a Thunderbird fight?
Yeah, he had to take a death to him to refill his magic, but right back in the game.
Cast shield, no jump. I don't know if that's because he doesn't like it or he doesn't have enough to cast
that's
it. That's
the whole thing right there. You don't know how they like to fight him. But he seems to be doing very well with the pendulum, doing very well with 2 hits per swing, getting him back on track. It doesn't look like he's a guy who likes to play with jump on this one. Or either or, doesn't matter. Nice hesitation there to avoid the fireball and jump through. There's 2 hits. He just whiffed on that one. He should have 2 more hits, I think. There's 1. 1 more hit.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Don't get trapped here. Oh, there it is.
Went south very quickly.
Yeah, it can. You get hit with 1 fireball, get knocked back a little bit. You try to jump on that platform, and you just jump right into another one. So is it known, like, Ganon in Zelda 1 is known what sword how many hits you have to take to get him? Is it known with Thunderbird at what attack level? Because it's consistent, right?
Yeah, it is. With attack 1, Thunderbird is 96 hits, I believe.
Okay.
You don't see people doing that very often, of course. If you do see people with attack 1 strats, though, they are definitely not going to use the jump spell. They are going to do what you're seeing right now. It's a much safer strat. Though it is slower. But dying is a lot slower than not dying.
With jump spell, you can jump right. You jump right over him sometimes and take the fireballs immediately, right? Is that why jump is not as safe?
Yeah, I mean, you get right up in his face, and a lot of time with jump, you won't see people move out of the way at all. They'll just stand there right in the middle and take him head on.
Well, he downs Thunderbird, and he's going to move on here. He's going to have to drop down, but that's fine, because we know that Dark Link is after Thunderbird, and this is the only choice he has right now. Now, the one thing to worry about in future drops, if you have a choice to go another direction, is it can drop you down behind Thunderbird. And you may not be aware of that.
Yep. Decides to go left here. Interesting choice.
Listen, at this point, why not? Because how many times have I played a seed where going left was not only required, but you had to do it like 2 times?
Yeah. Well, he changed his mind immediately.
Maybe if he saw an elevator there, he would have kept the path, but a dead end.
Yeah. He has to go left, yeah.
He's going to try to boost? I thought we were going to see our first boost attempt. Takes a game over in that room. That's unfortunate. TB was really close to start. I might have up-A'd at Thunderbird.
Yeah, it's not going to cost him a ton
No,
of
not
time
at
to
all.
get back there.
And in retrospect, it's not going to cost him the race, probably. Barring a power outage or flash cart disaster, if he's on one.
I think he's on emulator, but I'm not 100% sure.
This could,
his picture quality is really good,
is really
so it
good.
makes me think emulator. Or a modded NES, perhaps.
Always wanted to do that, but it was like, it's a little bit too pricey for me. the blue Fokker. Taking him down. Life 5 is, you know, you may have to skip some people. You may have to try to jump over them. Your swords, you're going to take a few fireballs from ropes. You're going to run into a few things that are floating on the screen. If Dark Link is pretty far into his dungeon, it's not inconceivable that he may game over again. Get knocked into a lava pit or something like that.
There's still a lot of palace left to be explored as well.
Yeah.
So
I really didn't pay attention, although I wanted to. I didn't know how many options he had before Thunderbird. Was it linear?
Just one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which could go on forever and loop and take out all the screens in a rotation anyway.
Yeah, you have no way of knowing.
And for those who don't know, we're playing with a seed that takes some rooms out of circulation. I believe the number of rooms it takes out is random.
It is, and the specific rooms it takes out is also random.
Yeah, so you can full clear one Great Palace in one seed, and then full clear another one in another seed, and only see rooms in one or the other, or in none of them.
Well, the way that it works is it'll only take out rooms that have exactly 2 exits.
Right.
So you see those T rooms with the elevators; those will never be taken out. This ferry room will never be taken out.
But the corridor room, that's just an elevator, and you have the jar through a secret wall. That's one of the ones that can be taken out, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, kind of a nasty one of those rooms there. That's kind of a unfortunate side effect. You don't really want to take those rooms out. They don't hurt anything, but
no. And Dark Magician's not going to go right there. It's a right. I'm not too sure why he wouldn't do it, unless he just wants to check this first before he jumps over that gap. It's the only thing I think of. And
that's a dead end.
And there's death number 2, I believe. Death number 1. Okay.
Wow. Look at how much damage.
I know. He's already at 31.6% health.
Oh, he switched to decimals.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could try to convert to metric, but I'm talking to you, not to Martin. So, looking for the fairy, he doesn't find it. There is a fairy in one of these rooms, right? I'm not making that up.
There is. Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it once in like 72 runs.
You don't know. I mean, since those rooms are taken out frequently, though, there's no guarantee that room is still in here.
And even playing like all keys or any percent or anything, I just playing through straight through. There's a lot of this palace I never see normally.
Oh, there we go.
All right, well here it is, Dark Link time. He's gonna cast fire. Does fire do anything? I mean, this is a stupid question, but
no, it's purely for entertainment.
Because that's what I was doing it for, purely entertainment value. And then I see other people doing it, and it just made me question that maybe it actually does do something. But by the way, Simple did this in like 8 hits. He didn't stab the sword. He just kind of like Dark Link would walk over to him, he'd hit him, he'd take damage. He'd hit him, he'd take damage. Like how do we all not know how to do that?
Well, spamming it is so easy, and doesn't really cost you any extra time, as far as I know. So
very good seed there. Very good time for it.
Yeah, it was a great time by Dark Magician. And you can see on his stream, it looks like he's going to be joining us here in Discord.
Oh, I was just about to say hi, Mom, on Discord. TheCowness is pressing on here, making his way through 6, I believe, because he can't find 5. He doesn't have the flute. Don't think he necessarily looked for it though yet.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know that he needs it.
Yeah, he probably just saw a palace. He said, "All right, let's get it done. I have attack 7. I'm good." Dies.
Probably the most interesting thing from that seed, honestly, was the fact that flute. Well, I'm still hesitant to say that it was required because I don't think we saw all the caves, but it seems pretty likely that it was.
You have a god mode, right? Like where you can go in and just kind of.
Yeah, I can go in and check stuff. I could do that.
I mean, don't do it now, but if
See
you
what-
can put this on your list of things to do, I'm very curious of what those caves were on the other side, just to see if it was truly 100% flute blocked, so I can shut people up when they say it's never needed.
We have video evidence.
Yeah. Hey, play this seed if you don't think it's needed. But hey, well, we'll say this when Dark Magician joins us.
Yeah, I would love to get his take on that.
Not too sure of what to really quiz him about. I mean, the fact of the flute and stuff, and Palace 5 discovery. Everything else was pretty straightforward. He handled it in order, and here he is now.
Hey guys, how
Hey, what's
are
up?
you?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Thanks.
Good game. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, that the
Yes.
flute.
Yeah, that was one of the things we wanted to talk
Hey guys,
to
how
you
are you?
about. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Let me mute the game. All right. I'm sorry about that.
No problem at all.
Yeah, so I was just blazing through, and then I was like, okay, well, it looks like the river demon's going to block it. I can't get any caves to get up there, and I can't walk around with the boots. And then I just weighed the options. I was like, Maze Island has 3 items I don't have, so that's the best chance to get something, rather than dig through Death Mountain or 5 or 6.
Yeah. We were wondering, and we were actually speculating how long it would take somebody to go dig up the flute if they determined that that's what they needed. You did it pretty quickly, actually. I was trying to count the caves that you saw. I didn't see if you found all 4 of the
I'd only found
tunnels
3.
or not.
Yeah, I only found
Yeah.
3, but I found all 6 caves I could access down there, or 7 caves, and one of them was the item.
Okay, interesting. So, I mean, there were some caves up north of the river monster, so it's probably that last one was just both ends were up
Yeah,
there.
that's what I assumed once I got up there.
Yeah, and we're definitely gonna verify that, and because we do want to see if this was and key is actually in 6, the magic key. We want to see if this was an actual true flute block, because early on, you had the lead. You never gave up the lead. You never kept you never stopped moving. You just progression all game long, and that was the thing that came up. Well, like, you know what? The only thing that really can throw a fork in the road right now is some golden seed where the flute's required, and like Dark Magician doesn't know if he has to go into Death Mountain or dive into any of the caves or any of the palaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, Death Mountain,
But
I made sure to make a note of the rock. It was boots blocked. You could probably get to it from the boots very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually saw the Countess grab it. It was the candle bag, so.
Okay.
But yeah,
And Palace 4 was the heart container, so it was a good call to go in Maze Island first and not go into Palace 4 for the item.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once you decided you needed the flute, it was the very, very next thing that you found, so.
Yeah, hacks.
Convenient from that perspective.
You get a little bit of a tough time in Palace 6.
Oh, God. That hole. And then it was a troll hole after all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you fall in that hole a couple times when it didn't look like you intended to do that.
Yeah,
and...
I just don't know where the hole starts and ends on either side.
Oh, well, it's on the left side. If you use the statues as a guide, there are 2 tiles to the left of the statue. From the right side, it's 4 tiles.
Okay, I was jumping at 3.
Yep. So yeah, you were just catching the edge of that hole there, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, screw it, fairy.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Obviously, congratulations again on the win. You take on Dig Shake in the next round of the bonus bracket.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Is there anything you've learned from this race that you can spoil and tell Dig Shake that you're going to work better on for the race against him?
Well, actually, I learned it a couple races ago, just a casual race of don't dig in the palaces unless you need to. I mean, I used to 100% the seeds, and now I'm just like, okay, I have everything. Let's go.
Hey, it's fun to play the game like a game, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. But
I noticed your leveling. You ended up with, what was it, 6-3?
whatever no key
5?
is, I forgot already.
It was 625. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that normal for you, or was that
No, that was
some...
terrible. So I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention at Barba. So
Oh, okay.
when I placed the key,
Yeah, somebody in
I was
chat
like,
actually was asking about that.
So
I don't remember who it was, but somebody in chat noticed and called you on it, and I didn't see it. But
I was just like, I gotta roll with it. I screwed over. Whatever. Let's go.
What'd you do? You just placed the gem, or did you go to cast a spell as you were getting a level? I missed it.
No, I placed the gem. I wasn't paying attention to my XP and everything.
Okay.
I looked at the timer and it was at like 120 or something. I was like, this is taking too long. I gotta go.
yeah,
And then
I mean, you had a pretty substantial lead by then, so it would have taken a lot for Countess to catch up to you at that point.
You had a nice nice great palace overall too.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very very easy, very straightforward. You took all the right paths.
Well, I took a couple wrong ones because I did the left to check to see where I'd loop at, and then I went right and hit a dead end, and I had to go back again.
Yeah,
I did that twice.
Yeah, we did see that because we were like, "Why is he going left?" And then you go right at the end. I was like, "Oh, he's got to go left now." We didn't own up to us even making us even saying that wrong way.
I like to look in the places I'm not going so I can check when I've hit a loop before I get all the way through the next room.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, no, that's definitely it's definitely better than things I do.
That's why I peek up elevators and then go right.
Yeah, we saw you pick up that elevator, and then there was a way to go right, and then you went back down through the through the fairy tea room with the lava on the left, to then go down and right there, and then you just found You found Dark Link like almost next room after or something like that, and it was definitely one of the better decisions you could have made there. As far as time goes, you minimized the time that you really completed that great palace. It was really nice to watch.
Thank you. I'm gonna pull up this right now.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
he seems to have figured out that he's flute blocked, so he's in Maze Island searching for the flute, presumably, and we'll be pleasantly surprised.
Is that the only item the only place he hasn't gotten an item yet?
Yeah, he's been to both spots of Death Mountain, and the only other thing he could possibly get is the item in 5, but can't be the flute if it's really truly blocking him.
Yeah.
Listen, we're doing a thing here where we're trying to make Christmas songs for the world of Hyrule. We have Dig. What was yours again? I forgot, but it was so good.
Dark nuts roasting on an open fire.
So if you're gonna add one, what would it be?
I don't know. I had to think about it for a little bit. Yeah.
No. Listen. It's a hot topic right now, so we just want to get you on board before someone else steals your idea.
Oh, jeez.
But
I don't know.
I want to say Spectacle Bell Rock is probably a little bit cheeky, but still fun. We have the flute for the Countess now.
I was trying to think of something for Deck the Halls, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I mean, Dark Nut the Halls kind of work, but if we're gonna use the other one, which I forgot again already, Dark Nut's roasting on an open fire, we probably shouldn't use them twice. It's probably bad form. But Deck the Halls, Deck the Hyrule. I mean, it's just, it's a work. I'll write that down. We'll workshop it and we'll see what comes up. But Deck the Halls with spicy chickens. There you go.
I'm gonna go check that. We'll go check those caves by 5.
Let us know, please, because it's really agonizing me. Although Cool and the Gang says that there was a way to get up there. He said
there's nothing up there.
What's that?
I thought he said there's nothing up there.
Not flute blocked. You can walk around with the boots. No, wait, there's a cave to get up there. By the way, there's nothing up there, so I don't know which one it is.
Well, Palace 5 is up there. That's not
I
nice.
don't start with anything with the new game, do I? I just have the attack levels. Yeah.
And the spells. You don't have the spells.
Yeah. Raft is in 3.
I have a little tool that I can use to drop me in anywhere on the map that I want. So
It's okay. I'm not doing anything. I know where everything is, so it's not like I had to find it again.
I'm looking at a list of Christmas songs, so that's we're all doing our own thing. Silent Knuckles, that's pretty good. Silent Dark Knights, no. Silent Iron Knights, no. They're Iron Knuckles, right?
Yeah,
that is a good one.
they're nuts. That's what they are.
Nut Knuckles.
K-rocking
Yeah,
around the
Knuckles.
Christmas tree. I like that. That's
K-rocking around the Christmas tree is I am who I am. You finally redeemed yourself there. Good stuff. But continue exploration of Maze Island here. I thought he got the flute. Maybe he's just going to get the second
He must be
item.
looking for. Yeah.
I don't have gloves.
Probably just a heart container or something.
So going to be he's got everything else but the heart container and the magic container, and we know that nope, we don't know what was in 5.
Nope. 5 was real short.
Yeah. Very short.
5 was short.
Thankfully, after your 4 and 6, you were probably very excited to see how short it was.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 6 was ouch.
And the color. Let's talk about the color of that palette.
See, yeah, the mint greens and things like that doesn't bother me too much. I know other people. I don't know if they're doing it tongue in cheek or what, but
What did you
actually
say,
enjoy the bubblegum and stuff.
What did you say though, Dig? There's 64 possible colors, but like 20 of them are useless, or the same color.
Yeah, there's some duplicates, and some of them are just too bad to be used. Although apparently my definition of too bad is maybe a little broader than most other people.
There is a way up there, a cave west of the River Devil, below some marshland. Is what Cool
I
Nagant
must have missed that.
Yeah, so it's easy to kind of get lost. I played a seed one time, and I swear I found every single pass-through cave, and just didn't know what went wrong. And I missed one that was just right there in front of me, plain and obvious. Little drummer bot.
Well, that's kind of sad. That means we're still searching for that elusive flute required seed. I feel like I've seen one before, but it would have been a while ago. I don't remember.
I feel like I have too, but it's probably in a day and age where I really never even tried to go through caves. So it was possible that I thought it was flute blocked, but there was still a cave. Anyway.
Now, does that pass-through cave put you right next to 5, or does it put you on the other side of the northern part of the island?
I don't know. There were two caves above 5. So one of them might be an item, like a pea bag or something, and the other one might be the other end of that cave.
Yeah,
that could be it.
I saw you didn't look for Bagu's notes. Can we talk about how that was? You realized you were going to lose like 20 minutes, right? If you were looking for Bagu's.
I had no idea where he was. I saw both sides of this area, and I was like, screw it.
Yeah, you're done.
Well, you got the fairy spell right away. So
yeah, and then I used the ferry to cross the river, anyways, because I didn't want to go through ferry junk cave.
Jump cave, yeah. But it was a good seed because you had to get through jump cave first, right, to really go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then you had to get the boots to get to Grudo and or Mido and Palace 3. No, Palace. Is that Palace 1 that was over there? Well, you didn't really have to do it with the boots, but
it was a trophy town that was on the other side of the river. Well, there was a bridge, but I didn't see how to get to the bridge. I didn't pay attention. So there.
If you hadn't found those boots early, though, that would have been kind of annoying to have to keep going through jump cave.
Yeah.
To get out.
Well, I didn't find the boots until I guess I found them at 1. But I went to 2 first, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think 1. You guys both found 1 last.
I was looking for the raft mainly.
Last thing I think you found on the Western continent in 5 and 3.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't go into the Spectacle Rock, but
No, I didn't.
Still. So last thing you physically
Goom?
found, I believe.
Yes.
Goom was down for the Countess. Looks like he's just going back to grind up some experience a little bit before he places the jam.
Yeah. The downside to the short 5 is there's no experience there.
No, he's going to try to kill a bubble. See how much it gives him.
20.
Maybe it's 100, and maybe he can just kill that a few times because he's at 834. So you
Ooh,
might only
don't
have to
wanna
get to like
grind in this
800
room.
XP to take full advantage of. Oh no, he just down stabbed into the river.
And that guy dropped a pea bag too.
Did it? Did he? Oh,
Yeah.
this is terrible. I hate. Not this is terrible playing, but it's terrible that you make that mistake of trying to down stab somebody and still hold it a little bit too long and run right through the block.
Yeah, the worst is those bridges in 2 that you're used to down stabbing the traps on.
Yes. Yeah, that is the worst. I like not having the glove at that part. And then get the glove when I'm done with that area. Yeah, that's definitely the one.
Now I'm trying to think, were the gloves even required? I mean, they were required in Great Palace, but
They were required in
actually
3, I
weren't
think.
they? Okay.
I'm not sure. Did you have to break the blocks through that area that steps up 3 tiles, and then you have to down stab through the blocks?
Maybe
Yeah.
I had to go through the flying unicorn room too.
Yeah, because in the Great Palace, you didn't have to break any of the blocks and go through those rooms, those 2 areas that have the blocks on either side. And then sometimes there's that chicken in the middle that you have to jump over and hit the blocks high. Or did you? I think there was one of those rooms you did do. I think you took
I
a
think
high
there was
path.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we're really trying to force things to be required in this seed. Or not things that are normally not required, and in the opposite direction as well.
I'm pretty sure Fairy was required in 6 though.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was.
Had to get over the lava river. Or lava lake in that case.
Were you in that area twice with the fairy and then just missed it the first time and fell down, or was that the only time
I
you
only
were there?
had 2. Yeah, I was only there once. I had 2
Okay.
bars, so I jumped in. My fairy was 40.
So it looks like Countess is good to go on this seed here, or on this palace here, rather.
Yeah, he's got
Just
no
has
life left.
GP left.
Oh, he's gonna fall in. He's got 1 more life left though. Okay, good.
Yeah. Hopefully he just casts Fairy and doesn't mess with this.
Place the gem. Let's see, 9730. He can probably go to 857 if he wanted to after this.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, depending.
Which would be really good.
We definitely
He
want
could
to
probably get life 8 if he wanted to.
And we may find out why. We'll see what he takes though. And he's going to be on his way to the Great Palace. Great Palace wasn't that long. We'll see.
Nope.
It's
see
not
if he
that far from 5 either, so.
No, see if he makes all the right moves here.
Looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah, after he conducts his
playing.
symphony and he's done with the Boston Pops Orchestra, he'll be on his way to 7. We definitely want 867. Someone relay that message to him.
He's heading that
It's
way.
875. That's not 8675309 strats.
Nope.
875 was like Louis the Fourth or Louis the Second, if I remember right. Yeah, Louis the Second strats. It was pretty boring. One day we'll get it.
Interesting. I mean, both runners then not taking higher than life 5.
No, what did Thunder cost when you cast it at TB?
71.
Yeah, that's right. It was that's right. It was 7. Yeah, it was 4 and 7/16. That's right.
You had a lot of magic containers though, so magic levels were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had 7. That's why I didn't worry too much about magic levels.
Yeah, that's kind of what I make my decision on later on in the game. How much Thunder costs? Will I be able to get off Reflect and Spell at the same time? And if yes, then I just stack life.
Yeah, I shoot for 96 in the magic department, and once I hit there, I try to get all the spells down to that instead of
Okay.
trying to get them as cheap as possible.
So Ryan
I
is
just want
me.
to cast them one time.
Yeah, just cast them one time. That's Ryan is me. Finally said something useful, Dig Shake. I believe this is the title of the album. Zelda: A Link to Christmas Past.
Ah, nice.
It is pretty good. I'm gonna give him one there. I think he's gonna grind some Moas here for life 6.
How much were the Moas worth? Oh, 100.
50. Were they 100?
Yeah,
Yeah, 100. Okay.
they're annoying.
Oh, there's the 50. That put me off a little bit. So 250 per run here. I think he's gonna need 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. Oh, he got the wrong encounter. Well, he's getting 30 at a time. Yes, the 100. Nope, he jumps out.
Did he ever go back and get upstep? I don't remember him getting upstep. Not that he needs it. But...
No, I
Now
don't.
that
either.
was something that I played safe. I normally skip upstep. I
You know,
just didn't want to
speculation-
get deep in and screw it over.
Speculation in chat when you went into Journey and never even looked for it the first time before you had the kid.
Yeah, I just wanted to make one trip. I only needed it for a Grand Palace or Great
Yeah.
Palace.
Yeah, I've started to take it too because now I recognize that there is the room that you can get upstairs blocked out of, and might as well. I mean, listen, the Moas, you can stun them in ban encounters. The spiders, you can stun on the way down. The bats, I mean, it's not stun, but just even flat outright kill. It's not the worst thing in the world to have.
And the flockas, when they jump over you, are good
Yes.
to upstab.
Yeah, I like to block their swords with my face though, so upstab not required for that.
So now we have the 876 strats. What is that, Larry?
876 is that's not on my list either. Actually, it is. It's the it's misidentified on my strats. I had a little dyslexia. It says Tommy Two-Tone strats, but that's 867. 876. Oh, that's the Jamaican Mon strats. It's the area code to Jamaica.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Jamaican strats. It's the Usain Bolt strats. So you definitely
Gotcha.
want to be racing if you're going on the Usain Bolt strats. It's good stuff. I mean, I can't believe how many times people go with attack 6 that just threw me totally off.
Well, that honestly, that's not a strat that I saw much of before this tournament started. Even I wasn't rolling with attack 6 in these things until I saw other people start to do it and figured, well, crap, I got to keep up with these guys. So
yeah, I think the fact is that sometimes people have in the race, the knockout race situation, not just a regular friendly SRL race. I think it's the knockout race puts a little bit of pressure on people, and sometimes it's like, all right, I can't grind, I don't have the time, I got to go.
yeah, for sure.
He's going to do the dance around in the center instead of the pendulum. What can we call that? Do we call that the nene? I don't know what we call that. The wiggle?
I don't know either, but he was doing a pretty good job at first, and then he takes a few shots.
It's the wiggles,
unfortunately.
chugga chugga, big red car strats. I don't know.
If you're gonna do that strat, you absolutely have to cast Reflect.
Yeah.
It just shrinks your hitbox so much.
Magic 7 makes Magic look trivial. He has enough for life now too.
Yeah, he actually didn't cast Reflect this time, I guess in favor of casting life at some point.
Possible. Yeah. He had just enough for was his life more than reflect. It's hard to see. Can we
I don't
get that
remember.
on the side too? So you need to add the key count and the life count, and then all the cost of spells on the side of the screen.
Maybe I'll just keep the pause menu open for the whole game.
Yeah. Can you turn it into like a DS screen where like one screen is always like the pause menu and then the other screen is you playing?
There you go. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Actually, screw that. Could you do randomizer paperboy? Just like shuffle the days of the week.
Oh, so we start on a
Yeah,
Tuesday now.
but then Sunday might be next, and then like you're done.
So we had some mid-fight jump strats there. Unfortunately, did not work out for
Yeah,
him.
he's on his last life here, and I think Dark Magician. I think you beat him on your last life as well.
I
Or you
actually
just
gamed
only
over
had
the
one.
first time. Oh no, I did. I beat him on my last life, and then I game over the next round.
Yeah.
I was trying to make up for skipping that life up or the gem placement, so Thunderbird was not generous with the XP.
No.
I think it was 500 or something like that.
Yeah, that's as low as
Yeah,
he
he
can
can
go.
go. Yeah, it's low as he can go.
I was looking for 1,000, and I did not get that.
Yeah, 60% chance to get 1,000 too, and didn't work. We got a game over. He's gonna start over.
Close that time. I think he was just one hit away, but
Yeah, he'll do it again. Re-rack, break again.
Yeah, thankfully Thunderbird's not too deep.
No. The one, there weren't many, but the one maybe decision I may have questioned, and it depends if you watch this back or not, and I'll deny it, is that you didn't up A. You didn't up A a Thunderbird to get all your lives back, just in case you got too deep and then took that one last death and game over and had to go all the way back. But it didn't matter. Dig was more worried than I was.
oh, that's not true. You're worse than my mother.
I heard it
Larry.
both ways. That
I miss that show.
that show was so funny. Like I can say that so many times, and some people either get it or they just don't get it. But no, what I was laughing at is the blue Fokker just decided it just did this like greatest ever short jump, like right on top of TheCowness.
Round 2.
Yeah. See what he does. He's gonna do reflect this time, or he's not. Maybe he tried to and he couldn't do it because it was 26. So he definitely needs a lot more than he has. He only probably has about like 20 now.
1 and 2/10 boxes.
Trying to get in a little panic there.
He seemed more comfortable actually with the jump strats. It's always a conversation we have at Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Some people prefer the jump strats, some people don't. I think TheCowness probably does prefer the jump strats just based on what I've seen.
See what he does this time though. He's gonna do reflect, he's gonna do shield, he's gonna cast thunder.
No jump.
So you definitely prefer that. Well, if you were giving a tutorial dig, like your tutorial, but if you were like coaching somebody one-on-one, you definitely prefer they would do like the full pendulum swing instead of this short modified one, right?
Oh yeah, I think it's much easier to dodge the fireballs that way because when he's moving side to side, it spreads them out. When he's going back and forth in a a narrow space, there's like a whole column of fireballs
Yeah.
that you have to jump through. I think he's gonna get him this time though. I think he needs one more hit. Oh,
Tripped himself up on the step. Oh, and he took another death.
so close.
Yeah, I've done that before where you try to jump up the step and you kind of like, I don't know how to describe it other than you feel like you kick the side of the step and it slows your momentum down a little bit. And then you mess your timing up.
here we got the jump strats.
So I think at this point we've seen every combination of the spells of reflect, life, jump, and shield being used.
Yeah, he just doesn't quite have enough to use all of them in one shot.
No, he's like you say, he's doing a lot better with the jump. He's taking a bunch of hits here as I'm trying to spit that out, but he nails it.
There he goes. Yep.
Last life, 2, I believe.
No obey. He's just gonna go
Yeah.
for it.
Why not?
Don't know how far Dark Link is. Could be in the next room. We know he's not in the next room, but
And it's not too many behind that. The only difference I think he could do, the only thing I think he could do is go up and over that across that room that has that false bottom on the top level,
yeah.
instead of doing it down below the fairy room, going right there.
We saw lack of upstab hurting him a little bit there. He wasn't able to do the usual strat in that room. He's got to go through the other way.
Yeah, and this fire, this rope shooting fire, it's just it's nasty. I'm not going to say it's a downside the randomizer because it's part of the game, but it's an unfortunate thing because it leads to situations where it's I say guaranteed damage a lot, but sometimes it is absolutely guaranteed damage. If you get like one of those doom knockers in a small corridor room and you don't have reflect, or like even a misplaced rope in this palace.
Yeah.
But it is something both players have to deal with. And it's not game
You can't
breaking.
cast reflect there, or fire would also be a good counter strat against those ropes.
What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, reflect will block those projectiles.
Reflect, yeah.
And you can also cast fire to hit them from a distance.
Oh, I did say this the other day. Maybe it was during your race, or maybe I don't know. I don't think it was during your race this morning. I think it might have been during the simple V Resner race. I am seeing more people use fire.
Yeah, especially when you see the ropes on those little pillars in between the lava.
That's where I absolutely recommend using it.
Yeah.
If they're not like
sometimes
one tile down.
Sometimes on the bot bridge too, you'll see people do it. In Palace 2, I guess, or Palace 3.
I think that was a misquote.
By whom?
By Darkmagician.
By me?
No, I said simple V Resner race, and he's like simple V Resner.
Oh yeah, out of context.
V Resner's the man. I love watching that guy run, especially when he has the mic on.
Yeah, I honestly think he got knocked out too early. Of course, he's racing simple, which, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But he is really good. Did not deserve to go out as fast as he did.
No, and I always say it. Like, I think I say it to you like all the time. I'm like, the dude's like one of the best fighting bosses.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting in extra hits where other people aren't. He takes damage for it, but more times than not, he's a beast when it comes to bosses.
So if I remember right, it's Dark Link's just up at the top of this elevator, right?
I believe so. Go up, past the ferry, go up again, and then to the right.
Probably, yeah. He's gonna grab this ferry. Needs to be careful here.
Don't now. How's he gonna get back out? Nice quote. Nice mixed quote, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's. I don't know. I don't think he can. He doesn't have enough magic to cast jump.
He might be able to if he can kind of. Well, he doesn't have upstab either.
Nope. Yeah.
So.
Painted himself in a corner there.
So I had the.
You can see him laughing about it.
Yeah, I had the rooms backwards. I thought this was the one he Dark Magician just checked and then went back down all the way down and then went right, and that was Dark Link. I forgot that was the dead end, and then he came back all the way back up here anyway. And there he is. So all in all, it wasn't the closest of races that we've seen in this tournament. It wasn't a far blowout as some of them we've seen, but it was an interesting seed.
Yeah, and if you look at, I mean, TheCowness's times, at least in the tournament races that we have on record, this is actually a pretty good time for him. So I think overall he raced really well.
Yeah, it comes down to you know, it seems like, you know, it's kind of like you say the same things every time, but it's true. It comes down to exploration and just progression.
That's the thing that you always need to keep in sight, especially with the randomizer. You can't be looking at the top players and thinking you're going to be putting up those times. You just need to keep improving and keep improving, and eventually, with enough practice, you will start putting up times like that.
Yeah, so, yeah, because yeah, absolutely. Got to play within your own ability first before you can kind of, you know, improve within yourself. I think if there was a place where he kind of slowed down, it might have been in the initial trip into Palace 2.
Yeah, that was, I think, the beginning of the game actually
Yeah.
is what hurt him the most.
Yeah, because he was kind of just doing things in parallel with Dark Magician just about like 15 minutes after that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that! I just got an email. My next opponent awaits me.
Oh, there you go. And I just got a notification on my iPad. I won my fantasy football match today.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it was a good day.
I sent you out a tweet as well, Dig.
Oh, okay.
Dig Shakes had Twitter. Is it at Dig Shake and Not Stirred? Because I'd be very upset if you took my screen, if you took my name. By the way, adult beverage night is, you got to make that a weekly thing.
Oh,
that was
really?
like one of the
You
most
like that,
fun
huh?
streams I've ever been a part of.
Hello.
Hey, Countess.
Hey, what's
going
up?
on?
Well,
GG.
didn't win, but that was a pretty fun seed, I think.
Yeah, I think you played really well, actually. What do you think was if you could improve one thing about that seed, what would you have done?
I died a few times early on. That was pretty costly. Like when I went Death Mountain and found the candle bag, I died and lost all the experience. That was like 1,000
Yeah, we saw
experience
that.
really early on.
Yeah.
There was also your decision to dive into Palace 2 with only attack 1, I believe it was at the time, and you spent quite a time exploring, found Helmet Head, died, still had a life, and then you up-aid, and then went back into Palace 2 there as well. You were just item searching at that point?
Pretty much. I was pretty confident I was just going to die to him again, and I was hoping to get some experience off of enemies before I ran into him, so I decided to look for the item first. But didn't really work out, but I left and came back later and remembered where he was. So
you found it very late in the game, but and the fact that the race Dark Magician might have been done by then, but did you feel like you were flute blocked? What were your thoughts when you realized, hey, I'm flute blocked and I don't have the flute?
I thought I was. I hadn't checked all of the caves yet, but I noticed I couldn't get to the area past him by walking on the water or anything like that. And there were only 3 items I hadn't picked up, so I figured it had to be in Maze Island because I didn't get either of the 2 items. So I just decided to look for it.
Yeah, and then you found it pretty much right away when you went to Maze Island. You made up a little bit of time there, I would say, on Dark Magician. Even though Dark Magician was done, he spent a lot of time searching caves and such. And you might have done even Palace 6 a little bit faster than he did as well. So you definitely gained on him, even though you lost a little bit of time in Death Mountain and stuff. But overall, what was the one thing you think you would have, besides the deaths, what's one thing you'll work on next time for the next tournament or for future plays?
Well, I was trying to work on that in this run, but like just not looking for items when I really have everything I need. I think because I did spend like a little bit of time looking for items before doing Palace 4. I kind of just at least checked around in the Maze Island, but didn't go too far. But I probably didn't need to do that unless I knew that I needed the flute, because really that's the first seed I've seen where I felt like I needed it.
Can we absolutely 100% confirm that it wasn't flute blocked, or
I don't know, but
We-
when I got to the other side, I saw there were 2 caves over there and kind of assumed that unless those 2 caves were connected to each other, that it probably wasn't a flute block, but I didn't explore enough to know.
it was looking like it was, but we think somebody in like Kulnigank was playing alongside, and we think that
You know,
he found a cave that went up there that was near the River Devil itself. Actually, I
Could
think
be.
what he said. Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, all in all, good game. How does that compare to your averages? Was that a little bit lower than average?
yeah, I think that's my best time. It beat my last race by like 8
Okay.
minutes, I think. I
Yeah,
think I had
well,
a 220
nice.
something.
that's awesome.
I've been averaging in the 2-hour area.
Yeah, getting that sub 2 hour mark is usually a milestone for most people when they start playing
Yeah.
these.
Like I
wasn't
said,
long.
after the last race, I've still probably only done like fewer than 10 Zelda 2 randomizers, so I think I'm doing pretty good considering how little experience I have.
You gonna keep with it?
I might do some every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I hope so. And there probably will be another tournament somewhere in the
Yeah.
future. So
I think
Get
I'd
some more
sign up for
practice
another
in.
tournament.
I heard rumors of
Nice.
a 4-gem tournament coming up
well, we'll see. We don't want
in the
to
spring.
announce anything just yet.
What would the
but,
fourth one be?
We're talking about it.
You just get 4
sorry?
gems and go to the Great Palace.
Oh no, okay. Because somebody was talking the other day. I think it was Jake Hoper about the about 3 randomized Zelda games in a row. And when you said 4 gems, I'm like, oh, maybe that 4 randomizers marathon race relay.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's the fourth
You
one?
Could do the Ocarina
you
of
could
Time
throw
beta
Ocarina of
quest.
Time in there. Yeah, beta quest.
Oh.
That's a really obnoxious hack, but
Mixing 3D with 2D Zeldas, though. I mean, come on.
I know
We gotta
Majora's
have
Mask
some
has an actual
decency.
randomizer where that shuffles items around. I don't know if Ocarina of Time has one or not.
Yeah.
Be interesting. 4 gems, huh? Ugh. Ah.
Count Larry
Yeah,
out.
no, listen, 2 and done club. I'll be the president of it. Every tournament, we'll just we'll go from the winners bracket to the bonus bracket to the participation trophy, and we'll be good.
It's not a trophy. I'm sorry. It's just a ribbon.
What? Have I told you about that time?
All right.
in
Well,
Finland? Go ahead. Wrap it up.
I'm sorry, Countess, that your tournament run is over, but we're so glad that you joined us.
Well, this is I think I've done like 3 SRL based tournaments, and this is the first one that I've won a match in. So I'm calling it a win.
Nice. Nice.
Good job.
Yeah. Great job. Anything else, gentlemen, that we should talk about before we wrap this up?
I just want to thank
Larry?
you for letting me face the number 2 seed, and now I get to face the number 1 seed.
Oh yeah. That was my plan from the get-go, was just to
Sabotage
torture
me.
people, so yeah. You had a target on your back. Sorry.
Well, you could have been like me. If
No,
I
no.
won my last race, I probably would have had to go through Jake Hoper, Dick Shake, then Saver. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna lose.
I think though, my race today has clearly shown that anything can happen in randomizer. So, yeah, don't count anything out. Anything can happen. It's anybody's race from the beginning. So,
Can we discuss like one-hit wonders in bands and stuff like that for like the next hour?
oh man.
No, maybe not. But
Dexy's Midnight Riders. Come on, Eileen.
come on, Eileen.
That's a good song.
That's a good one. I thought they had like freeze frame as well.
Really?
Weren't they freeze frame, or was that Tommy Two Tone? I think they were freeze frame.
So, I mean, I don't know if that was their song, but even still, was that even a hit? I don't think.
I think it was. I think it made compilation albums and everything.
Yeah.
I think you're talking 99 Luft Balloons or Mickey from Tony Basil. I think those are like the one hit. What's Up from the 4 Non-Blondes? I mean, that's a good one.
Macarena?
Could be. Could be. That's on my favorite album of all time, Ultimate Dance Party 1997. We're going to do another Ultimate Dance Party 1997 stream one day.
Nice.
Not a Surf, popular. I think Not a Surf had another one. But yeah, no, I'm just dragging this on so you can shut me up at any time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If we're looking at the schedule here, we don't have any other races until what is that?
I think that's a Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday we have Jake Coper and Undead Phil, but there will be plenty more races coming up. We got a lot of races we need to get through this week, so keep an eye on that schedule. If we can post the link in chat here real quick. There we go. Keep your eye on the challenge page for schedule updates, and thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, Animotion
We'll see.
Obsession is probably the greatest one-hit wonder song of all time, but we'll just leave it at that.
You can take this wonderful discussion over to Angry Lyrics.
Oh, am I not on my own channel? Oh, I'm sorry about that, guys.
Are you gonna stream?
No,
Larry,
tonight I'm not. I'm shot. But we'll
Okay.
be back tomorrow with the GeoGuessr, the randomizers, and all the other things.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll see you all next time. Have a good night,
Take
everybody.
care. Good game.